Hey guys, it's Jack Punkington here. I've been really doing a lot of homework and college writing lately, and my work that I've been doing for my class, my business class, I actually just got done with a 9-page paper, and we have this one big project, and we do it in each individual part, and I'm on part 4 out of 6, and this is the biggest part. And what we do is we select a company that we like that will be kind of in our field of study that we want to do with our lives. And since you all know I'm a musician, my company that was able to get was Fender. And after spending so much time writing and learning and just hearing all these things about Fender and reading all these things, I thought I'd do a review on my Fender Strat. Also, a little side note before I start. Anyone who's a Fender fan, who loves Fender, who just wants anyone who loves Fender and has a Stratocaster, Fender is celebrating the Stratocaster's 60th year birthday, which is this year, by running a contest on Instagram. You take a picture of you with your guitar, and you put it on Instagram, and you put in hashtag StratPics. And voting, I forget when voting begins, but I know they announced the winners December 18th, and what you'll win is a 60th year anniversary Strat. American made, all that. If you want more information, go to the Fender's website. It's right on the homepage. I've already entered, and I'm hoping to win. Anyway, so today I'm reviewing my Fender American Strat. This isn't a standard, and it's not a custom. It's one of the lower Americans, and it's called, no, it's not on here. It's the Highway 1 Stratocaster. This one is kind of like what the Gibson Les Paul Studio is to Gibson. This is their version, kind of, for the Strat. And it's kind of got the 70s, late 60s, 70s banana headstock, rosewood fretboard, maple neck, I think it's maple or alder body, standard Fender pickups, Fender bridge, and Fender tuners. And mine's a three-tone sunburst, and it has that classic Fender sound. The one thing about Strats that has always really been is anything that you kind of use a Strat for, it always has that extra clean sound, even if it's high distortion. This isn't really high distortion, but this has kind of a gain. I'm on the neck pickup, and I have my tone rolled all the way up. I usually play with no tone on my neck pickup just because I really like this fat sound. I'll actually demonstrate it for you by going to no tone. Has a really nice thick full sound. If I put it all the way up to full tone, you get more of a cleaner sound. It's not as thick, but it's still thick. It's still kind of thick. There's more treble. And Fender's always had that kind of clean sound. When I go to the mix between them, you'll still hear that kind of a clean sound. I'll roll back on the tone a little, not all the way, about halfway. It's kind of an out of phase sound compared to the Just Bridge, a mix. It's an out of phase, more crunchier. Center pickup. you can hear, it's cleaner, and it's more treble. I mean, that's with the tone all the way up on the treble, and there's more feedback. It's kind of harder to hear because I don't have my amp up super loud. And that's one things that here I'll help. That Strats kind of always go for is they have more of a noisier pickup. That's why they're just single coils. That's why the humbucker was invented. Mix between the middle and the bridge pickup. As you can hear, the feedback's kind of gone. It's more milkier, it's warmer, but it still is brighter than the neck pickup. And then bridge pickup. Which is really bright. Tone back on the, or dial back on the tone. Still got some treble, even all the way to the tone off. Still brighter than the neck pickup with the tone. Whoops, volume. Still brighter. And it's just got so many versatile sounds. I mean, that's one thing that the Strat is. It's extremely versatile. That's one thing Fender is really versatile. If you've ever listened to any earlier Green Day, the guitar, or Billy Joel Armstrong, the singer and guitar player, uses a Fender Strat. He's got a Seymour Duncan, I think it's an Invader, in on his bridge. But still, I mean, it still has that more punkier, bright sound. You take the tone off. You get kind of a more slow blues. But, I mean, it can be used for anything. I mean, from classic rock, when you play stuff that's more like Eric Clapton, to even metal. I mean, the guys from Iron Maiden use it. I believe his name is not Adrian. Yeah, Adrian. Adrian uses a Fender Strat with just change pickups. Yngwie Malmsteen he scallops his fretboards, which means he just digs into them. But he still uses a Fender Strat. But all in all, it's a very nice guitar, very versatile guitar. One thing that I'm not a big fan of most Fender guitars is they have a their back of their neck is very glossy. And if I've played gigs with this is actually my workhorse guitar. This is the one that I do a lot of my writing on, a lot of my practicing. I got this before my Les Paul, and I've had this out of all my guitars except for my acoustic. I've had this the longest. I'd say about 2 or 3 years. About 3 years, I think. And I've done so much to it. I mean, I've put scratches, I've taken, well, you can't see it very well on the camera, but I've taken chips. There's chips on it. The finish is starting to come off, especially on the back. I don't know why I did this, and I'm actually going to finish doing it because I've got some modifications I'm going to do to this guitar. but I took a lighter and just lit it right there and held it there because a lot of relic Fenders and a lot of just ones that are old, a lot of smokers, I don't smoke, I'm not a smoker, but what they'll do is they'll take their cigarette when they're playing and put it right there and it burns. So what I'm thinking about doing is just rolling up some paper and doing that there and there to there again, and then do some there just to give it that look. I'm actually going to change the knobs. They're fine, there's nothing wrong with them. I'm just putting black ones on, and I'm doing the same. The thing with my bridge is when I first got this, I played it a lot, and the trim, I broke the bar off on the inside, so it's part of the trim bar is still in there, so I just use it regularly. So it's kind of like a blocked off strap, but it's not. I'm replacing the bridge with a black one, and I'm getting noiseless pickups from a friend of mine. They're old ESP noiseless pickups that are all single coil, and they're going in here. And the pick guard that it comes with is black, but the pickups are white, so it'll look really cool. So that's just, and with that, what I'm going to do is sand off the back of the neck, because like I said, it's really not super lacquer, but it is lacquer. And when you play with a neck that is lacquer and you sweat on stage, you'll get your hands stuck and it'll start feeling sticky because you're sweating so much and it just works against you. Well, I hope you guys like this video. I just felt like I'd do a video reviewing one of my guitars because I've been working with Fender so much on papers and projects. And it's just, I love that classic Fender sound. One thing I can say about Fender that I really like is even when you have gainy distortion on and it's still clean, you can really hear where you mess up. And it's really good for practicing because you can hear where you go wrong, and it just makes it makes you sound less sloppy, and it makes you sound like a better player because you're fixing what you do wrong by hearing it. A lot of the times with guitars that kind of drown out your mistakes with distortion, you don't catch them, but with Fender you can catch them, and it just ultimately makes you a better guitar player. So Fender Stratocaster, great guitar. Any form of it is a great guitar. In my opinion, any Fender is a really good guitar. I've always been a big Fender fan, and without them we wouldn't really have the electric guitar, considering the Telecaster by Fender was the first electric guitar. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Keep on rocking. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.